So today is very, very special day. Very important day. Especially for the followers of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and the followers of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. So this Vishwarup Mahotsav day, very, very important day. Today we're going to read. I was reading a few different lectures that Gurudev gave on this day, and they're very wonderful. And he talked so much about Srila Prabhupada and his relationship with Prabhupada and the whole history, you know. So we want to immerse ourselves on this day. Of course, today is also the day that Vishwarup, the brother of Sriman Mahaprabhu, who is actually a manifestation of Mahasankarshan. And he had left home to take sannyas, and when Mahaprabhu was touring in South India, then he received news when he himself came to Pandharpur, which is the place in South India where apparently Vishwarup, who was named Shankar Aranya, his sannyasi name was Shankar Aranya, and where he departed from this world, and it's told by our acharyas that he merged into the deity there in Pandharpur, which was Vitaleshwar deity. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there, then he also decided to observe that day, and he shaved his head and beard, which he had not done at any other time. So he always followed the Chaturmasya Vrat by not shaving, but then at that time he shaved in the exact middle of the Chaturmasya, the 2 months. So today is actually the first day of the third month. And in the third month of Chaturmasya, we do not take, milk. Yes, milk we don't take. But we can take yogurt now. Yogurt is back on our list. And we can also take milk. Yesterday or the other day, Madhukar Prabhu was expressing how basically in the Gaudiya Math, if the milk is mixed with something like to make sweet rice or this or that, then you can take it. But it's just straight drinking of milk. That cannot be done unless you add a few drops of lemon to the milk. That's what is told in our list on purebhakti.com of the things that are acceptable and so forth. So, because it's the day of our gurus, today I want to sing Sri Guru Charana Padma, and then we will begin the class after the kirtan. Jai Saparikar Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Jiu Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Jiu Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava Jiu Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astutara Sata Shri Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shil Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astutara Sata Shri Shila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astutara Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astutara Sata Shri Shila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astutara Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Mahabhagavat Srila Gaurakishora Das Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Shri Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Vaishnav Sarvabhauma. Shri Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Shri Gauriya Vedanta Charja Baladev Vidibhushan Prabhu ki jai. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai. Shri Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Trai ki jai. Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Sada Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Srila Sarup Damodar Rai Ramananda Adi Gaura Parsada Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Sigo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jai Shri Antara Dweep Mayapur Simanta Dweep Godram Dweep Madhya Dweep Kola Dweep Ritu Dweep Jano Dweep Moda Druma Dweep Ruda Dweep Atmaka Shri Shri Navadweep Dham ki jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Purushottam Kshetra Dham ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Govardhan Dvadashavanatmaka Shri Braj Mandala Dham ki jai. Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Yamuna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Radha Gopinath Radha Madan Mohan Jiyo ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Raman Radha Damodar Jiyo ki jai. Srimati Lalita Vishaka Adi Ashta Sakhi Vrinda ki jai. Shri Rupa Manjari Rati Manjari Ananga Manjari Adi Manjari Vrinda ki jai. Shrimati Brinda Devi ki jai. Shrimati Purnamasi Yogamaya Devi ki jai. Shri Gopishwar Mahadev ki jai. Sarva Bhishta Pradata Giriraj Govardhana ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakrajiv ki jai. Bhakti Vigna Vinashana Shri Nrsinga Dev ki jai. Bhakta Prabhu Shri Palad Maharaj ki jai. Charo Dham, Charo Sampradaya, Charo Acharya ki jai. Akara Matraj Shri Chaitanya Mat ki jai. Or Ananya Shakamat Samuha ki jai. Shri Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Tribhuvana Pavana Harinama Samkirtana ki jai. Tribhuvana Mangala Harinama Prabhu ki jai. Shri Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai. Shri Nityananda Mahajan ki jai. Shri Pancha Tattva ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Vishwarup Mahotsav Titi ki jai. Sannyas Day of Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai, who took sannyas from Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj ki jai, and he took in Katwa. And then the sannyas day of my Guru Maharaj Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in 1959 in Sri Keshav Ji Gaudiya Math. He took sannyas from Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj and became empowered to travel the whole world and distribute Krishna consciousness to all the jivas in this Kali Yuga. So all glories to Vishwarup Prabhu, the transcendental expansion, a kind of an expansion of Sri Baladev Prabhu, but he's a manifestation of Mahasankarshan in Gaur Lila, and he departed from this world when Nityananda Prabhu came around that same time, when Nityananda Prabhu came to Navadvip Dham and met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he went and took sannyas. But his actual departure, I forget the date, it's around like 1510, something like that. So this is the Vishwarup Mahotsav Day, very special day for all the followers of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. Very important day for all of us. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Shri Guru Charana Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Vandon Mui Savadhana Mate Vandon Mui Savadhana Mate Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhava Toriya Jai Jahara Prasade Krishna Prapti Hoi Jaha Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoi Jaha Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Te Koriya Aikya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Te Koriya Aikya Arna kori ho mane asha arana arana kori ho mane asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Rati Aise Uttama Gati Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Shri Guru Jai Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Jai Prasade Jai Prasade Pure Sarva Asha चक्कुदान दिलो ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्कुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो জ্ঞান হৃদয় প্রকাশিত প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যতে প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যতে বেদে গায় যাহার চরিত বেদে গায় যাহার চরিত শ্রী গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জন্নার বন্ধু শ্রী গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জন্নার বন্ধু লোকনাথ লোকের জীবনা লোকনাথ লোকের জীবনা আহা প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ জয়া আহা প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ জয়া দুয়া পদে লইনু শরণ গুরুদেব পতিত পাবন এ বেজস কুসুম ত্রিভুবন এ বেজস কুসুম ত্রিভুবন জয় গুরুদেবা 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 জয় গুরুদেবা জয় গুরুদেবা 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 জয় গুরুদেবা জয় ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী প্রভুপাদা ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী প্রভুপাদা জয় ভক্তি রক্ষক শিল শ্রীধর গোস্বামী ভক্তি রক্ষক শিল শ্রীধর গোস্বামী জয় ভক্তি প্রজ্ঞানশীল কেশব গোস্বামী ভক্তি প্রজ্ঞানশীল কেশব গোস্বামী জয় ভক্তি বেদান্ত শীল নারায়ণ গোস্বামী ভক্তি বেদান্ত শীল নারায়ণ গোস্বামী গুরু পরম্পরা গুরু পরম্পরা পরম্পরা গুরু পরম্পরা জয় গুরুদেবা 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 জয় গুরুদেবা নিতাই গৌর হরিব 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 Amazon Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda O Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jai Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Gaura Hari Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hare Hari Bol. There's a lunar eclipse today. Yeah. Today is the 18th, but I looked it up. And it's not applicable to here. Not applicable. Because it is called a partial lunar eclipse, which means penumbral lunar eclipse, and it started at 6 in the morning and maximum at 8 in the morning and finished by 10 in the morning, so that's already taken place. But there will be a solar eclipse coming up, which I'm not sure if it's observable by India. No? Okay. All right, so today Shri Vishwarup Mahotsav. Okay. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham bande Shri Gurun dinataranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gauda Tise Namaha. Nityanandam Namastubhyam Prem Ananda Pradayane Kalo Kalamashanashaya Janava Pataye Namaha. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Brindai Tulsi Devyai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sachavachai Namo Nama. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gauru Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So first of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa, Ashtatarasata Sri Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, who took sannyas on this day of the Vishwarup Mahotsav day, the full moon in the middle of Kartik. And he took sannyas from Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, who also took sannyas on this day, but many years prior. I think it was 1942 or something like that, from Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj in Katva, same place that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. So these two personalities are being worshipped on this Vishwarup Mahotsav day, the day that they took sannyas. Very interesting katha will reveal about this. Then I'm offering my same unlimited Dandavat Pranams, my Shraddha Pushpanjali, at the lotus feet of my most worshipable, beloved Siksha Gurudevs, Nitya Leela Pravishta, Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatarasata Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, and Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatarasata Sri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Then I'm offering my Dandavat Pranams at the lotus feet of Sri Vishwarup Prabhu, the elder brother of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who left home and took sannyas when Mahaprabhu was still a boy. And there's so many sweet pastimes in this regard, in Gaur Lila. So this is why this is called the Vishwarup Mahotsav, because Mahaprabhu observed a Mahotsav, a festival, on this day, when he heard that his brother Vishwarup had departed from this world and gone to the spiritual world. So he shaved his head. That's why today you see we are clean shaven. So in our line we shave right in the middle of Kartik, and then in the middle of Chaturmasya, and then at the end of Kartik, then we shave once more, and that completes the Chaturmasya Vrat. So I offer my Dandavat Pranams unto the lotus feet of all of my Sri Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga, and my Dandavat Pranams to all of the Vaishnavas and to all of the Vaishnavis. So, Srila Prabhupada's Sannyas Day anniversary and Sri Vishwarup Mahotsav. So this first lecture of our Gurudev took place in 13th of September, the year 2000, in Mathura. So Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj is telling, today is the Sannyas Day of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. On this day, he took sannyas here. And then he preached all over the world. He began from New York, and from there he went to San Francisco and Los Angeles, and after that he established so many preaching centers everywhere. The important thing is that he wrote and he translated so many authoritative books. He wrote Easy Journey to Other Planets, and he translated Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Krishna Book, 10th Canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Ishopanishad, and so many other books. In just a few years, he preached all over the world, and after that he finished his duty. And Krishna called him. He therefore left this world and he joined the service of Radha Krishna conjugal. The process that he took for preaching, it was the same process taken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nam Samkirtan. Srila Rupa Goswami fulfilled the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this is called Manobhishtam. Those who have not offered their life at the lotus feet of Guru Dev, who have no Guru Nishta, no attachment, and no Manobhishta Seva, they will never advance in Krishna consciousness. We're going to repeat that so that we get it straight. Which persons will never advance in Krishna consciousness? Here's the list. Those who have not offered their life at the lotus feet of Gurudev. Those who have no Guru Nishta, firm faith in Guru. Those who have no attachment to Guru. And those who have no Manobhishta Seva to Guru, to fulfill his heart's desire. They will never advance in Krishna consciousness. Now, even if one has no money at all, no learning, no material qualities, if he fully surrenders, then he can certainly fulfill his Guru's desire. Srila Swami Maharaj had no money. He had only a desire to serve his Guru, and therefore Krishna arranged everything for him. Everything was going on automatically. He went here and there, all over the world, and whatever he wanted was arranged. He preached all over the world. If one has no other qualification, but he is giving his faith and life to Gurudev, to Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, to Gurudev and Mahaprabhu, then Nityananda Prabhu will arrange everything. I'm realizing this fact, because this is in the year 2000, and Gurudev now, this is his 5th year of touring all over the world. And he's saying, I am also realizing this fact. I know that I'm not qualified in any way. I'm not a learned person, and I don't know any languages. But from the beginning, I offered myself at the lotus feet of my Guru Dev. I was always ready to die for him. Whatever he wanted, I did without any desire for self-gain. That is why, throughout the world, so many are hearing me and giving me respect. I am so fortunate that I've served so many authentic and qualified Vaishnavas like Pujapad Sridhar Maharaj, Pujapad Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Pujapad Siddhanti Maharaj, Pujapad Giri Maharaj, Pujapad Madhav Maharaj, and so many others. I was so fortunate to have served them personally. So when I was with Gurudev, I used to serve them all. This is my qualification. I never went to any college. I never learned Sanskrit, Anusvar and Visarga. And I also never practiced English. I didn't do anything, but everything is coming automatically. So I'm realizing this fact. There are so many learned scholars in Mathura. And these Mathuravasis are the most learned scholars in the entire world. But still, they all are coming to me. You can see that in Vrindavan, all the Goswamis of Radha Raman and all other Goswamis, they come to me. Why? Because of only one qualification. I served my Gurudev. You should also consider this. Placing your hand on your heart, ask yourself, what am I doing? Am I serving my Gurudev as my Gurudev served his Gurudev? My Gurudev was prepared to give his life for Srila Prabhupada in Navadvip. You know that pastime? Yes. They came and attacked. Hundreds. They were throwing stones and glass and sharp objects. They wanted to kill Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj. But my Gurudev, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, but my Gurudev, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, he was prepared to give his life for Srila Prabhupada in Navadvip. He never cared for his life. He once wanted someone among his disciples to serve a very dear disciple of his who had become a victim of TB, tuberculosis. All were afraid because so much blood was coming from him. All were afraid. No one dared to serve that boy. But I told Gurudev, you can go and preach and I will serve him. He was vomiting blood everywhere, but I never cared for my life, and the result came. I was so fortunate to see that on the day that he left this world, he said, "Oh, Radha and Krishna are coming to me. They are calling me in Vrindavan. Oh Baba, oh Krishna, oh Gurudev." What was his name? You remember? What? Ananga Mohan Brahmachari. Yeah. Ananga Mohan Brahmachari. He was so dear to Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj. Srila Keshav Maharaj was weeping for his condition. And he actually even sent him to South India to get special help, but there was a servant required to help him, and Gurudev took that position because he knew that his Gurudev wanted that. So Gurudev was present when he was leaving his body. I've heard Gurudev tell this story at least 3 times. And every time Gurudev told it, Gurudev was very animated when he was telling how he was calling to Radha and Krishna that they're coming to me. They're coming. And they are calling me in Vrindavan. I am going to Vrindavan. I'm going to Vrindavan. Oh Baba, oh Krishna, oh Gurudev. So Gurudev was right there next to him. And Gurudev says, I then requested to him, Prabhu, you are going to Vrindavan. Please pray to Radha Krishna conjugal that they may shower mercy on me so that I can be a pure devotee in their service. That boy, he was illiterate. He didn't even know how to read or write. Illiterate. He had no material qualification at all. He was a very beautiful Assami boy of about 16 or 18 years old. He used to play on the mridanga, and he was very good at kirtan. He used to cook and wash the clothes of Gurudev, and he always followed him. By chanting the name of Narayan, Ajamil attained far more than salvation. He went to the abode of Narayan and worshipped him there. So what therefore will this boy attain? Radha and Krishna. He was totally immersed, calling Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, I'm going to Vrindavan. So he must be there. His only qualification was that he served his Gurudev. No one can do bhajan. No one can do bhajan without the mercy of Gurudev. Thus, in obeying the orders of his Gurudev, Srila Swami Maharaj never cared for his life. He jumped over the 7 oceans. On the way, he even had a heart attack, but he never cared. He had a strong will to serve his Gurudev. And what did he do? A miracle. You should try to learn from these examples. Otherwise, even if you are hearing and chanting, even if you have taken saffron cloth, and even if you have taken sannyas, if you have no Guru Nishta, no Lokik Sambandhuvat, no Vishram Bena Guru Seva, then you cannot do bhajan. It has been told in Shastra that amongst tens of millions, koti bhaktas, amongst tens of millions, a one-pointed Krishna bhakta is very rare in this world. So we should try to be one of the rare bhaktas. And this can only be made possible by the mercy of Guru Dev. Now, Sri Narahari Thakur was one of the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was always with him. And he wrote an ashtakam, 8 shlokas about him. So in the first shloka, he wrote, Sachinandan Gaurhari was the leader of the cheaters of cheaters. Sachinandan Gaurhari was the leader of the cheaters of cheaters. He was a very big cheater. He was the leader of cheaters. Who was? Kto? Sachinandan Gaurhari Mahaprabhu. This is a song written about him by one of his associates, and he's telling he was the cheater of all cheaters. Actually, he is Krishna himself. So, why did he take sannyas and saffron cloth and the golden color of Srimati Radhika? Why? Why is his hair always standing on end in Ashta Sattvic Vikar? You know why? Because it is because of Srimati Radhika's mood is there. He is hiding himself, this Krishna, and therefore he is the greatest cheater in this world. So Gurudev is quoting, not the Sanskrit, but he's quoting the meaning of that verse written by him in that ashtakam. I don't know which ashtakam. I'm going to ask Madhukar about that. Now, in the same way, Srila Swami Maharaj was also a leader of cheaters. How is that? He cheated everyone. How? He went door to door like a sannyasi, saying, you'll be very happy if you are serving Radha and Krishna. So actually he was cheating us in so many ways, because although outwardly he had the form of an elderly sannyasi, but he was always in his eternally youthful swarup. serving Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. Sometimes we are in confusion or doubt, and we cannot reconcile his statements. He has told so many things, but everything is true to the highest extent. Everything. Bhagavad Gita says, Sarva dharman prityajya mamekam sharanam braja. What is the meaning? That completely abandoning all material religious activities, fully surrender to me alone. This is Krishna's statement. But on the other hand, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was hearing this verse from Ramananda Roy, what did Mahaprabhu say? Eho bahya. This statement is external. This shows, what does this show? This shows that Krishna and his representatives, they speak according to the qualification of their audience. Many devotees could not reconcile Prabhupada's statements. They thought, previously he was telling this fact, and then now he's telling something against it. Some of them have even lost their faith. I know that so many did. They should try to reconcile all these things. It may appear that Srila Swami Maharaj has told so many apparently contradictory things, and that is why general persons, that is devotees who were not in good association, they could not reconcile his statements. They lost their faith in Srila Swami Maharaj and they left ISKCON. But we should have a very strong faith in Guru. He may tell 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 things at a time, but we'll have to reconcile them. Never give up your Gurudev. It will be a very big offense. It has been said in Shastra that if you have accepted a Guru who is not qualified, who is very much attached to sense gratification, and who is not renounced from worldly desires, then you should at once give him up. If a Guru is not so qualified in Siddhanta, that is, if he is a Madhyam Adhikari, and not so qualified in Siddhanta, but he has so much faith and nishtha in his Guru, still he should be honored. The qualification is not only learning. So it is stated in Shastra that Krishna has no form, no shape, that he is nirgun, no qualities. That is stated in Shastra, but on the other hand, it is sometimes said that he is sagun, with qualities. In Shastra you will see. Sometimes nirgun, sometimes sagun, it is told in Shastra. In this way, we will have to reconcile so many things. If you are not reconciling, what will happen? If you're not reconciling, what will happen? Oh, you'll lose faith in Gurudev, and thus you will ruin your bhakti. So don't be like this. Have no doubt. So many of Srila Swami Maharaj's disciples, they followed his instructions externally, but not deeply. And that is why they lost faith. You know that he has written everything in his books, Srila Swami Maharaj. Nothing is left out. That is all right. I think that if Srila Vyasadeva were here, he would have written more and more. And similarly, although he has written everything, if Srila Swami Maharaj were here, then he may have translated so many more books. I know this. Everything is in Srimad Bhagavatam. But then why did Srila Rupa Goswami write so many books if everything is in Srimad Bhagavatam? Why? It was needed. That's why. If Srila Rupa Goswami already wrote so many books, well, then why did Srila Jiva Goswami write so many more? And why did Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur write so many books? Why did Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur write hundreds of books? If any pure devotee will come later on, he will also write so many books. And there is no harm in that. Bhakti is endless, like an endless ocean. The qualities and the pastimes of Krishna are like an ocean. No one, not even Krishna himself, can fully explain or express everything about him. New understandings will always come. So we should therefore not think, oh, everything has been done and there is no need of anything else. We don't want to read any books other than Prabhupada's. If it is in line, that is, if it is in the line of Srila Rupa Goswami, Mahaprabhu, and our Guru Parampara, then we should try to accept it. We have accepted Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, though there were already so many books. And now we have accepted Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Jaiva Dharma, although there are already so many books. So, try to reconcile all these things. Otherwise, you will make an offense. If you want to develop your Krishna consciousness, don't hear any allegations against a pure Vaishnava, especially Guru. Never criticize him. If someone is saying anything against him, try to cut his tongue. Meaning, in other words, try to refute his arguments. And if you are not able to do that, then cover your ears and go away. So we can learn so many things from Srila Swami Maharaj, your Srila Prabhupada. So we should know who was Sri Vishwarup. Sri Vishwarup took sannyas. He went to Pandharpur and later he departed from the world on this day. We went there with our Gurudev on the bank of the Bhima River. There are so many aspects of Baladev Prabhu. One of those took birth in Vrindavan, in Braja, in Gokul, with Krishna. He is the elder brother of Krishna. He is the Baladev Prabhu of Vraja. He never leaves Vrindavan to go anywhere else. He is always in Vrindavan, Vraj Mandala, with Krishna. So just as Krishna is always in Vrindavan, so he always lives in Vrindavan, the Baladev Prabhu of Vraj. So then there is Mool Sankarshan in Dwarka. He comes from Baladev Prabhu. And from him comes Vishwarup Prabhu. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is the same as Baladev Prabhu in Braja. And Sri Sachinandan Gaurhari is the same as Krishna in Gokul. They are both in Navadvip. They are playing their pastimes there. And neither of them ever gives up Navadvip Dham for a moment. They don't go to Puri or anywhere else. They never give up Navadvip. So who then was Vishwarup? He was one of the manifestations of Baladev Prabhu. He was not Nityananda. He was a manifestation of Nityananda. He was like Maha Sankarshan. He left Navadvip, he went to Pandharpur. And when he disappeared from this world, he merged in Nityananda Prabhu, just as Baladev Prabhu, who was the son of Devaki, merged in Rohini Nandan Ram after being in Devaki's womb for 6 months. So it was in this way. Vishwarup was not fortunate enough to be with Mahaprabhu in performing all his leelas. And he was therefore not Nityananda Prabhu. He was like Mahasankarshan. So we can reconcile it like this: Gaur Prem Anande Hari Hari Bol. So that's the first lecture. Now we're coming to the second lecture, which is also given by Srila Gurudev on the Vishwarup Mahotsav day. So now we begin the second lecture, which was given on the same date, 13 September 2000. So he says, today is a very sacred day in our line. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and he began to search for his brother, Sri Vishwarup. And while searching, he found out on this day that his brother had been in Pandharpur, and there he had left his body, and he had taken samadhi on the bank of the river Bhim. Then, although Mahaprabhu was observing Chaturmasya Vrat very strictly for 4 months, he shaved off his hair on this day. So before this year, he had never shaved for these 4 months, nor did he cut his nails. And he observed all the rules and all the regulations of Chaturmasya. So, there are many items that are not allowed during Chaturmasya, such as what? Leafy vegetables on the 1st month, yogurt on the 2nd month, milk on the 3rd month, and mustard oil on the 4th month. Besides this, throughout all 4 months, tomatoes, eggplants, and several other vegetables are prohibited, and other foodstuffs. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to follow all these rules very strictly. But nowadays we see that devotees don't follow. Our Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they were very strong in this regard. Srila Prabhupada said, take my photo during the 4 months of Chaturmasya Vrat to show that I never shave at that time. Always keep it, otherwise so many so-called disciples will say, oh, Prabhupada never observed Chaturmasya Vrat. Now, Param Pujapad Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he gave concessions in the Western countries. And that is the only reason also that he used to shave. The Westerners could not follow strictly at that time. That is why he allowed tomatoes and eggplant, and that is also why he used to take them. That is why he also allowed gaja, carrots. So I am therefore also giving concessions, not here in India, but in Western countries. If the devotees there, if they like, they can take these items, but we don't take them. We should strictly follow our proper line from Mahaprabhu to Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur and my gurus. In Western countries, some concession should be given. But here in India, we are very strict. If we cannot follow this, then how can we follow Krishna? And how can we serve Radha and Krishna? Mahaprabhu shaved after 2 months, and we follow this. So after taking initiation, Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, in his youth, called Abhay Charan Day, he became Abhay Charan Das Adhikari. So after some time, he became penniless. And about 1 month earlier than this day, he reached here, Sri Keshavji Gaudiya Math. I requested him, don't stay anywhere else. You are my Siksha Guru. You are a friend of my Guru, and you are a very senior devotee of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. And I have known you since 1946. So he accepted, and he said, I will stay here. There were 2 rooms here in Keshavji Gaudiya Math. Not this Keshavji, in Mathura. There were 2 rooms here. I was in this room, and I requested him to stay in the room next to mine. So when this temple room was constructed, however, I went to that room, and I requested him to go to the room opposite that one. And he stayed there, and he used to write throughout the entire night. He used to publish a magazine from here. It was from here that he established the League of Devotees, and then later on he named it the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He published the first 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam in Delhi, and he presented them to me. I used to edit his Hindi in the magazine Bhagavat Darshan, and he also continued that magazine while he was in Jhansi. So while he was here, and I requested him, you are so qualified, and Srila Prabhupada wanted you to preach, especially in English, and to go to Western countries. You served him by writing so many articles in the Harmonist and other magazines. You are very qualified. You should try to follow the order of your Gurudev and to take sannyas. And he replied, this is the story that Gurudev is telling when our Srila Prabhupada came to Keshavji Gaudiya Math in Mathura that I was mentioning to you last night. And he's telling here how Srila Narayan Maharaj is telling to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, who at that time was Abhay Charanaravinda Prabhu, and he's telling to him, you are so qualified, and Srila Prabhupada wanted you to preach especially in English and to go to Western countries. You served him by writing so many articles in the Harmonist and in other magazines, and you are very qualified. You should try to follow the order of your Gurudev and take sannyas. Then he replied, oh, I used to fear this. When my Prabhupada initiated me, I began to read Srimad Bhagavatam. This is when he was much younger, like he was 30 years old, like that. And when I was reading Srimad Bhagavatam, the verse came, Yasyaham anugranami harishye tadhanam shanai. Here, Krishna is saying that those whom I accept, I make them street beggars. So I feared that that would be my fate. And I thought, oh, I have a good family, my wife, and my sons and daughters. What will become of them? Now I'm very wealthy, but if that happens, what will become of them? So 1 or 2 months after initiation, he had become the manager of Bengal Chemical. And later, he left that and he came to Allahabad, where he started his own business called Prayag Chemical. That also gradually failed. At first, it was very successful. See, each of these attempts were very, very successful, and then gradually they failed, right? Once, twice, that was the Prayag Chemical. Then, Gurudev is saying, then he started a very large medical shop. Then after 1 year, it also failed. That was the shop in Calcutta that was on the ground floor of the 2 houses that he had. The one house was for his family members, and the other house, the ground level, because it was two levels, both houses. The other house on the ground level was his shop, chemical shop, medicine shop. And on the upper level was a place that he reserved to host visiting sadhus like Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, who used to come and go from Chaitanya Saraswat Math over a period of 11 years. And staying there, preaching in Calcutta, and they had so many intimate talks. So Gurudev is saying that shop, after 1 year it also failed, and then he began to advertise medicines. That he took that up next, to advertise medicines as a medical representative. That failed, and he became poor like a beggar. Then he came here to Mathura to sell his medicines, and in the meantime I requested him, what are you doing? You have not come to this world to sell medicine. You are a representative of Krishna and Mahaprabhu. You should remember who you are and take sannyas. You are friend of my Gurudev, a very bosom friend. He is just about to come here. He will be here in about 4 or 5 days, so please be prepared to take sannyas. So Muni Maharaj was here, and at that time he was about 95 years of age. And he told Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, if you take the renounced order, then I must take it with you. So in this way, he very much inspired him. Now soon, our Gurudev came, and I told to my Gurudev, why are you not compelling him? He cannot disobey you. He is your bosom friend. You must insist that he take the sannyas order. Then one day, he and Gurudev were sitting in Gurudev's room, and they were joking and talking with each other. Then I went there, and I requested my Gurudev, why are you not telling to him to take sannyas? Then my Gurudev said, oh, now it is the best time to take sannyas. You should not fear. What was to be done has already been done. Your wife has left you, your sons have left you, and everyone else has left. And your wealth is gone, and now you are like a street beggar. So this is what Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj told to Srila Prabhupada. Because as we've already read, Gurudev heard the story from Srila Prabhupada when he came to the Mathura Math and began to live there. Then Srila Prabhupada told him that story about reading the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Yasyaham anugranami harishe tadanam shanai. So, in that verse, first of all, the first thing that's told is anugranami means mercy. Yasyaham anugranami. To that person who I want to give my complete mercy, then harishe tadanam shanai. I take away all of his wealth. And then, I forget the second half, the Sanskrit of that verse. Then Krishna is telling that in this way, he becomes bereft of his wealth, and then all of his relatives, they look upon him as being a useless person, and they reject him. Then he takes full, complete shelter of my lotus feet. So Srila Prabhupada told to Srila Narayan Maharaj his story, as we just heard, that 3 times it happened, that he became very wealthy, very successful, and then gradually finished. And then he told to him, he said, so, what I was fearing so much, now it has come on my head. So that's why Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj is telling that you should not fear, because what was to be done has already been done. Yes. Your wife has left you, your sons have left you, everyone has left you. So your wealth is gone, and now you are like a street beggar. So when he heard that, then he became ready. And he took sannyas where you are sitting in the middle of this room. Gurudev is giving the lecture there in the temple room, in front of the deities. And his own deity, Mahaprabhu, is also here with Radha Krishna. And he was the deity from Jhansi. I was the priest. I made his danda, his uttariya, and all other items, and I taught him how to use them. Though he was so senior to me, so much senior, though he was my Siksha Guru, but I also became his Siksha Guru in this, how to take sannyas, and how to use all these paraphernalia. Then Kirtan was performed by Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, and Sheshai Prabhu, and so many others were chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. During the ceremony, Kirtan was always going on. Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj continually performed Kirtan. Then after this, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj began to preach in Agra, and then he went to Delhi, and then he came to Vrindavan, to Radha Damodar. We know that there was one other place before Radha Damodar called Vamshi Gopal Temple near the Yamuna. That was written in the book by Mahanidhi Swami, where he had researched all of this. For like a couple of years he was there, and then I think it was, I forget the year, but like 1960, 61, that's when he came to Radha Damodar, right? And for at least 4 years he was there. So he came to Vrindavan to Radha Damodar. And in order to receive the blessing of Srila Rupa Goswami, he stayed there, very near to him. At that time also he was penniless. And I used to go there and give him my chadar to sit on. He had no bed and practically no other possessions. He was very simple. Somehow he used to make chapatis. He would roll them, and I would put them on the fire and cook them with ghee. I heard Gurudev tell this many times. He knew how to make beautiful and tasteful preparations, and he used to teach others. So from his letters, I came to know that he would cook himself and he would teach others how to cook delicious foods. And he used to write to me from New York, please send very sweet pera from Mathura, not less than 10 kgs. So especially you senior devotees, you should remember his pastimes, how he was a very strong personality, how he preached throughout the world in a couple of years, established so many preaching centers, wrote and published a variety of books in many languages. He did parikrama of the entire world about 12 times. And now he is ordering me, you should do it more times than I did. He is arranging everything. And he is always calling me, you have done it 10 times. Now you should complete at least 15 times. Sometimes the Guru, he wants to make his disciples look greater than himself. And then he becomes very happy. And he says, oh, my disciple is preaching so much here and there. He is like a father. When Maharaj Dasarath heard that Ramchandra was very strong and he could defeat the entire world, he became extremely happy, Maharaj Dasarath. When Nanda Maharaj heard that his son Krishna had lifted Govardhan Hill for 7 days on the little finger of his left hand, he became so happy. And he said, oh, how my son is victorious. A guru becomes so happy if his disciples are qualified. My Gurudev will also be very happy if I'm going here and there. He will shower his mercy on me, and Srila Swami Maharaj is also like this. Now in this meeting, his dear senior disciples will speak something in glorification, and thus they will offer their pushpanjali at his lotus feet. And after that, we will perform archan. Then some senior disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, like Vrindavan Vilasini Didi, Krishna Kumari Dasi, and Radha Kund Das, they spoke, after which Srila Maharaj spoke again. And now he says, I met him. Srila Gurudev is telling, I met him in 1946, as I was telling you yesterday. I met him in Calcutta when there was no ISKCON. He was apparently simply a Grihastha Vaishnava. He had been a friend of my Gurudev since 1923. And my Guru Maharaj was somewhat senior because he joined Srila Prabhupada in 1916, and he left his university studies and everything else in 1918. And at that time he fully joined. Then in 1923, Sri Abhay Charande was initiated by Srila Prabhupada. Actually, he wasn't really initiated until 1933 or 31. But he says, I was initiated because I fully accepted him. I fully, so like that. And so then he was initiated. Sri Abhay Charanaravinda was initiated by Srila Prabhupada, first Harinam and then Diksha initiation. So, in 1941, our Guru Maharaj established Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj was also one of the establishers. From the beginning, therefore, as one of the founders, he was very intimate with the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. And when I met him in 1946, there was no ISKCON. He was alone, but he was serving his Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in so many ways. And when I saw him, I was very attracted. This is my intrinsic nature, that a person who is a friend of my Gurudev, or a person who has helped my Gurudev, or a person who has done a little service for my Gurudev, and who glorifies my Gurudev, I like that devotee. And I can give my life for him. And I saw that although my Gurudev was a sannyasi, And Srila Swami Maharaj was a Grihastha, but Guru Maharaj gave him the same seat as himself. He never gave him a lower or an inferior seat. The devotion of any person is the only standard of how much we should respect him. What is the standard? His level of bhakti, devotion. And my Gurudev was giving very much importance to this person. Who? Abhay Charanaravinda Prabhu. And therefore I also accepted him in that way. I thought, oh, he must be someone special. Some qualification compels my Gurudev to give him so much honor. And therefore I began to serve him, and he was also very attracted to me. At that time I was very young, only 25 years old. But he used to talk with me in a friendly way. I know him very well. He had a strong character and he never feared anyone. He was like a lion, like his Prabhupada and like our Gurudev. He used to cut all the arguments of the Mayavadis, Sahajiyas, and many other unbonafide groups. He never tolerated their misconceptions, and he made no compromise with them. He was very strong. Now at that time, Dr. Radha Krishna was the President of India. He was one of the intellectual giants of the entire world, and a very learned person, especially in Mayavad philosophy. He wrote an article about Bhagavad Gita, and there he said that Krishna's soul is Krishna, but his body is not his soul. So there is some difference between the possessor and the possession. So in reply, Srila Swami Maharaj wrote a very powerful article in our Bhagavad Patrika magazine, and it was sent to that President of India. And in that article he challenged all his arguments, and he said, you can reply and try to defeat my arguments. I'm not writing to you as the President of India, but I'm writing to you because you are a learned person of Advaitavad philosophy. But Dr. Radhakrishna could not reply. Such persons cannot reply. So he also cut the arguments of the Murgi mission. You know the Murgi mission? Yes. Do you know the Murgi mission? He's asking to all the devotees. It is the mission whose members kill Murgis. Do you know what a Murgi is? Murgi, do you know? Chicken, a female chicken, a hen. Yes. So that's why they called it the Murgi mission. So the members of this mission, they kill murgis, hens, and they eat them. What mission is that? The Ramakrishna mission. They are not religious persons. They are not even a welfare society, because they will even eat cow flesh and other forbidden things. They don't want to honor the Gita. They simply give importance to bread and butter. They don't believe in God, who can give eternal bliss in heaven. They believe in bread and butter. So Srila Swami Maharaj never cared for them. He was against their philosophy and their activities, and he cut all their arguments. Perhaps Vivekananda had never read the scriptures like the Vedas, the Upanishads, and Srimad Bhagavatam. His followers are only social persons. They have nothing to do with religion. Srila Swami Maharaj was fearless like a lion, and he defeated all their arguments. He was in the line of our Guru Parampara. He used to follow all the doctrines, all the acharanas, all the practices and behavior. Vaishnav Sadachar. I've never seen him wearing so many kanti malas around his neck as some of his disciples do. We should totally follow him. You know, when Gurudev talks about that, he'll often say, because Gurudev saw that many disciples of our Srila Prabhupada, they started to deviate from the standards. And then they started to wear, big, huge size and many rows. Yes. And also necklaces of Tulsi and Kantimala. And then Gurudev said, and very huge, gigantic Japamala beads, which the entire, because they made them from very big, Tulsi, and the weight, how much did that weigh? 5 kgs. That's what Gurudev says. So he says, Swami Maharaj never followed this. And there's a very interesting article that I just read this morning on Facebook of Srila Vaman Maharaj. And he's explaining, why do we use three lines of neck beads? Why? Then he gave like 15 reasons. Because Krishna is the Lord of threes. You know that? He's called Trayadisha. He's the Lord of threes. What threes? Sat, Chit, Ananda, and so many others. I'm not going to go into the whole thing right now. But like, even 3 types of bhakti. Sadhan bhakti, bhav bhakti, and prem bhakti. Like this. So many threes. That's why we wear 3 strands. So, then Gurudev says, we should also try to be like strong lions, jumping. He was like this. He jumped the 7 oceans from India. He went to New York. What did he do there? He performed a miracle. He turned hippies into happies. They are now happy. A gang of hippies became a high class of devotees. He gave a lesson to this world that even a street beggar who has very strong faith in serving his Gurudev and Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, they can jump anywhere. They can jump in fire. They can jump over the Alps and the Himalayas. They can jump in the ocean anywhere. He can go anywhere, and Krishna will help him. Although penniless, he jumped over the ocean. Somehow he traveled on Scindia navigation. And he simply chanted the holy names. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, and Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He never took note of whether anyone was looking at him or not. We think, all are seeing me. But he was never like that. Sometimes the hippies used to dance to his singing. They sometimes offered him a bottle of wine or cigarettes. And they addressed him, "Oh, my friend." They were very quickly attracted to him. And they gradually gave up everything else. He never made any compromise. Especially with the Babajis of Radha Kund, who speak Sahajiya philosophy. He was like my Gurudev and his Prabhupada. And nowadays, however, so many are going to Radha Kund, taking Babaji Vesh from the Babajis who are not actually following Mahaprabhu. So many ISKCON members are also doing this. What becomes of them? They also become like those bogus Babajis. So we should try to be like Srila Swami Maharaj and follow his process and his line and his instruction. And he used to say, this is a special, he used to say that if there is a blind person, he cannot see, and there is a lame person, he cannot walk. So they should travel together. And they can go anywhere that they like if they travel together. So the blind person will take the lame person on his shoulders, and the lame person has eyes, and he will say, you should go this way and that way. Then the blind person will walk, and the lame person will direct. So what is this an analogy for? The Western world is blind, and India is lame. What is the meaning? India has no source of wealth to preach this mission throughout the world. It has eyes, but no legs. It is so lame. America and all Western countries are very wealthy, but they have no eyes. So if both combine to cooperate, then we can preach these missions to the entire world. And then he also used to say, Bombay is my office, Mayapur is my sadhan bhumi, or my place of sadhan bhajan, and my home is Vrindavan. That is why he came to Vrindavan in his final days. And he took samadhi there in his home in Vrindavan, in Goloka Vrindavan. I don't know why he was so pleased with me, that he always used to love me so much. He gave me so many occasions in which I have fully served him. He was very much attracted to me, and it was my fortune that he gave me so many orders to serve him. And he told me, as his last service, put me in samadhi with your own hands. There were so many God brothers who were very scholarly and very high class, and there were more than 100 very qualified GBCs and all others. I had never gone to a university or anything like that. Still, he had so much faith in me, and therefore he ordered me in this way. And I followed his instructions. And that's the first time that I saw with my eyes my beloved Siksha Guru Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj when he came to perform the samadhi of my Srila Prabhupada. I watched with my own eyes. Then, Gurudev says, he also told me that you should try to help my devotees. I brought them, but I could not train them fully due to their inability to fully accept my instructions. And then I called, this is in Prabhupada's room, then I called Tamal Krishna, Brahmananda, Bhagavan, Kirtanananda, and so many others, and I told them, now they're sitting there in front of Srila Narayan Maharaj and Prabhupada in Prabhupada's room, because Prabhupada wanted that he should instruct his disciples. So now he called them, and now he began to give them this instruction. I told them, don't quarrel after his departure. You should not think that he will die. A guru like him never dies. He is eternally present. So, if you want to serve him, you should try to preach his mission all over the world as he wanted. Don't quarrel for position, for name and fame, wealth or disciples. I know that after the disappearance of a high class of acharya, some quarrel and some problems come. But I think that you are qualified persons, and you should therefore not quarrel for all these things. Try to give respect to all the disciples of Srila Swami Maharaj, regardless of whether they are senior or junior. You should be very liberal to all, and then you can protect his mission. Otherwise, you can destroy his whole mission. I know that you have learned something, how to make money. I know that he has trained you all, how, very easily, in a moment, to make so much money. But I think that you'll have to learn more. You will have to learn what are his intrinsic moods, why he descended here from that world, and what was his mission. You should try to understand this. His mission was the same as that of Mahaprabhu, Anarpidit Chirim Chirat. This mission. And they both did it through Samkirtan. You know what is Kirtan, but you do not know what is real Kirtan of the heart. You do not know what is the pure name. If the pure name manifests, then a man is totally changed. Love and affection comes for all, even for creepers, trees, and everything else. There will be no quarreling. And then you will be Trinada Pisu Nechena Todora Pisa Ishnuna Amani Namana Dena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Then I will think that you know his intrinsic mood and you are following that. If they will honor all devotees, then I think that all the devotees will return, those who have left. But if they are not giving honor and respect to the devotees, no one will join them. Even a dog knows that if you will call to him, oh, toot, 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 then he will come. Even a dog knows. So all can understand if you have bhakti in your heart and if you have honor for all devotees. So as Srila Rupa Goswami has told, Krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyeta dikshasti chet pranatibhischa bhajantamisham. We should try to honor all according to their qualification in bhakti. And then everyone will be trained and no one will fall down. Otherwise, all are going to fall down. If anyone has a strong personality like your Prabhupada, serving Gurudev and preaching like him, he will be very high class of devotee. So, it was on this day that your Prabhupada took the renounced order from here. And he preached over the entire world in a couple of years. This miracle cannot be seen anywhere else. Has anyone else done that? No. So that miracle cannot be seen anywhere else. He was one of the arms of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and they predicted his coming. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written, I think that within a very few years, thousands of Western devotees wearing sikas, tulsi malas, and chanting Hare Krishna, they will join the Indian devotees and both will chant and dance together. This is what we are now seeing everywhere. So we should chant and we should remember in the proper line, and all other things will come automatically. The Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, this is Radha and Krishna themselves. And Mahaprabhu himself. If we are chanting and remembering with sadachar, with proper behavior, we will achieve the goal very soon. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj is showering his blessings upon all those who, although having left Krishna consciousness, they are now again coming to this Krishna consciousness movement. And what is the real meaning of ISKCON? The term ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. What is the real meaning? The real meaning is Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati. Pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness cannot be had even by pious activity in Vaidhi Bhakti for hundreds and thousands of lives. It can only be attained by paying one price, the intense greed to obtain it. And it is available anywhere. If it is available anywhere, then one should purchase it without delay. So if anyone is following this principle, then he is an ISKCON member in the real sense, otherwise not. So we should try to know his mood, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati. If our hearts are saturated with the bhakti rasa of Vrindavan, then we are ISKCON members in the truest sense. And if anyone is falling down, he was never a real ISKCON member. Because anyone who has a taste in bhakti rasa will never fall down. A true ISKCON member can never fall down. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sannyas Guru of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sannyas Guru of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai, as given through Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande, Vishwarup Mahotsav Ki Jai. And I'm not going to read it now, but I'm just want to say that in another lecture that Gurudev gave, there's a third lecture, there he's telling a lot about the details of Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj and how many times Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted to give him sannyas. But it was stopped mainly because the senior personalities, they approached Prabhupada and they said, if you give him sannyas now, the whole movement will fall apart. You know, like that. So 3 times Prabhupada wanted to give him sannyas. And 3 times it was stopped. And you know what the 4th time was? In his dream, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj had a extremely vivid, like real life dream of Srila Prabhupada coming to him and saying, you have been delaying taking sannyas, now I want to give you sannyas directly. And he produced the sannyas danda, the cloth, everything. And not only that, but Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj also received in a dream from Srila Prabhupada that your sannyasi name should be Keshava. And that's what he told to his godbrother Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj and a few other very senior. And they all agreed, yes, yes. And they looked it up and they found that Keshava is one of the 108 sannyasi names. So in that dream, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, it was so vivid. And there was something pronounced very loudly. His name. Srila Prabhupada pronounced his name very loudly. Jai Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. And that's in his dream. And it was so loud in his dream, he woke up suddenly. And now he understood, okay, now I have to take sannyas. So the agent of that was Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. But Gurudev always used to say, actually, my Guru Maharaj gave him sannyas. And not only that, in Navadvip, Gaur Purnima, Navadvip Parikrama, when all the Smartas and everyone tried to attack the Parikrama party with stones and glass and everything else, then Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, immediately his presence of mind was so acute, and he immediately saw, this is the doorway to a favorable person. He took him inside that doorway and protected him. And once he was inside that house, then he told him, Guru Maharaj, give me your cloth. And you take my white cloth. And we will make arrangements for you to be brought back to Navadvip, otherwise it would be very, very dangerous. And at that time, his danda, his cloth, was given by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to him. So Gurudev says, actually, he took sannyas from his Guru Maharaj. You see. So in that way, today we read 2 wonderful kathas from Srila Gurudev given on this day. There's more which I'm going to read in my room, relishing and tasting the nectar. So Now we will finish. We'll complete this class with a very short kirtan. So Srila Shri Vishwarup Maha Mahotsav Titi Ki Jai, Shri Vishwarup Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Panchatattva Ki Jai, Shri Sannyas Day of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj and Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gauranga Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande. Vrindai Tulsi Debai Priyai Keshavasya Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satchavachai Namo Nama Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All glory to the assembled devotees. Svya Slava Savrafyam Sya Priyadanim. In Russian.